Yeah, we in the shit like Kung Fu. Kicking this down like Kung Fu. Sipping sake, getting lit Kung Fu. Time to strike a pose, Kung Fu. Yeah, we in this shit like Kung Fu. Kicking this down like Kung Fu.
Yo, this is the motherfucking pre-show on your motherfucking ass. I should not be saying motherfucker if this early in the stream once we get monetized. But we probably can't get monetized because we do. You have to scoot over, Brother Patterson. Nico Patterson is in the motherfucking building on your dusty asses. Yeah, okay. So how excited he is. All right, we about to get this motherfucker started. We're about to be on air, y'all. So we about to see y'all on the other side.
Hey, closing to you?
Let's see. Is that close, nigga? Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. All right, y'all. We about to see y'all asses on the air. Well, it's 10:59. Not 11 just yet. But when it get 11, we're going to click the button. But it's the pre-show stream. We got Nico Patterson in the motherfucking building on your ass.
Yo, hey, how you doing? Hey, what's going on here? What's going on? There you go.
Can you tell it's going to be another good one, y'all? We about to shut it down like Kung Fu. All right, here it is. 11. See y'all on the other side.
Bastards All Day, Bad Waves is a radio show based in reality, and the views and opinions of on-the-air personalities do not represent Q4 Radio and are solely for entertainment purposes. You see, this broadcast includes bastards with adult language, bastards with adult themes, and bastards with partial nudity. Listener discretion is advised. Pete motherfucking. So if you're a bitch nigga with ass delicacies looming in your crusty head from dangling participles and real shit, call the show directly or turn the channel. You.
Is the camera rolling? Only green M&Ms in my trunk. Chop up for the people. Now we back. I be saying put the album out and all bets are off. I feel like we've been here. Yeah. Alright. Mr. HBO blockbuster, shut your mouth up. Legend of a hero in an untold maelstrom. Homeless motherfucker, forgot what a house was. Your brick and mortar, you too proud of your outcomes. I want change that is not in your couch, bruh. Funny how they pounce up the second that I found some. The count's done, the bell's rung, I've been a champ. Now I'm surrounded by backstabbers and sycophants, but I'm still kicking jams. Fans of mine rely on me. I still write my bars down. Old school as papyrus. Cut a slice of life from me, straight out of my pie eyes. Cover it in a cent, could earn me to cover a high times. This just a toe dip in my mind. Water feeling live with piranha. Take a stroll across my mind if you wanna. I ain't either wanna. Angels isosceles, word to my apostrophes. If you chores is, you gorgeous. I got prophecies telling me the top will be chores for the taking, chores for the people. Boy Rex Regal, king of kings. If life's a belt, then I'ma make her sphincter sing. You won't like kissing the pinky ring. The way that it stank ain't a coinky dink. Got my subjects changing subjects. I would suggest you stunt less and unflex. We know you post. Fantasizing about funk flex, but I be dropping bombs every time I let my tongue sweat. Too real for the real. I got drive for any vehicle, but chill with the deals. I be saying put the album out and all bets are off. All bets are off. Real for the real. I got drive for any vehicle, but chill with the deals. I've been saying put the album out and all bets are off. All bets are off. I've been Mr. Silver Screen since tattoos quilted me. Since my day ones jilted me, did me filthily. And I brought my own two up the hill with me. Now I'm beloved gang, Shel Silverstein. Take a shot at my head if you wanna. Everybody wanna. full of vipers and horrors. Essence of chore was nightmares ad nauseum. Serpents and birds been swerving inside my person. Etched on my epidermis, raising nothing but words up. And maybe specters or ghosts, vectors or ghosts. I'm the neck from her pope. As they list as Alistair, one thought from Palace or Alice in Chains. As she crashing through the rabbit hole, never trust a cabin glow. Had to go onward, battle me on guard. I'ma let my bars far down, skeed, mother, may I? Or would you rather stay dry? Would you rather take time? Vino from the grapevine, I'ma pour it out slow. I'ma pack it out slow. I've been on my Congo. Save it. I see trees of green. Trail boys too. Yeah. Too real for the real. I got drive for any vehicle and chill with the deals. I be saying put the album out and all bets are off. All bets are off. Yeah. Too real for the real. I got drive for any vehicle and chill with the deals. I be saying put the album out and all bets are off. Yeah. All bets are off. It's your boy. Scrappy Doo in the. Had to hit you with those Pongo scraps. You know we working, baby. You know we locked in. We only taking time out to slap a booty out there on the beach on summer 18.
Beloved gang, baby.
Shit.
Uh-huh.
It's 11 something on a Thursday. That means it's time for you to go ahead and put your little bikini on. Put on that little dusty ass Speedo that's been in the closet for these bad waves. Now let's go around the room and see what we got in the building. We gotta start with a very special guest, y'all. We got somebody very special in the house. I mean, if you look at this, if you are watching the live stream, you could see how excited he is. Which you're probably not, because most of you are watching. Actually, majority of you, or no, not watching, listening. Majority of you are listening to this nonsense. And I thank all of you who listen. And also shout out to you that come and watch this mess. Either way, you got a treat. Either way, you're listening or watching, and you got yourself a little treat. We got our dear friend Nico Patterson in the building, y'all.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Come on, Nico. Talk to the people.
I'm going to act like Bruce Willis in The Fifth Element and just say, hi.
Hey, man, that was a great movie. Hold on.
That was the best movie. That was one of the best movies of all time.
It really is. And you know, I was watching that. We were watching that Cat Williams things, and there's like this, you know, all this fallout from Cat Williams, and they're trying to say that your boy Chris Tucker, that qualifies as being in a dress, him playing that role. To which I seriously say no.
No, because he wasn't playing a lady.
A lady, no.
He was playing some type of
androgynous.
Flamboyant type of person, but that can be anybody really in the industry. That can be any certain way, but it's not the fact that he's wearing a dress. It's not the fact that he went out his way for that type of topic where it comes down to, hey, let me put you in a dress to make it funny.
Yeah,
it's not
like Kevin Hart and Saturday Night Live wore a dress.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes, that's a dress.
Yeah.
Chris Tucker as that radio host, the androgynous radio host,
No.
I don't take that as wearing a dress.
No, I don't think so either.
Because also he was knocking back shorties. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't. You know what I mean? If you remember when the spaceship took off, baby girl legs went up.
Yeah.
And then the legs went down. I mean, he knocking back snobbledings.
Yeah.
Okay? Making them sniggle down in
Sniggle
Sniggletown.
Town.
You feel me,
You
dog.
feel me, dog.
Okay? So you know what I'm talking about. That does not qualify as a dress.
No, it doesn't qualify as well. And can I just make a point, just in my own opinion?
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of seems like most of the stuff has been happening for decades, right?
Yeah.
It's been happening for a long time, and I can understand the fact that you want to hold on to something to use something against somebody later, right? But most of these kind of situations, these kind of conflicts that people are having, they usually hold on to it. They don't say anything about it, but then they let other artists, other people have to endure in the same exact type of situations, but they don't really stand up for them. They usually go for what's going to be more provocative in the moment, instead of like, hey, let me say this up front, because we all know we get stuff out of a lot of crap that we do. But I don't understand how we let it go fester on and go for so long without saying nothing. But then all of a sudden we'll go ahead and draw it up. But those people that were back in the day that came in after you, you don't help them at all. That's how I kind of feel about the situation. Because if you would have said something to open your mouth, maybe this would have been brought to light a long time ago, and maybe you would have helped some other people out, some other artists out. But you let them deal with the same exact thing you dealt with.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that.
Bars.
Bars. Nico Kepner, he stepped out. He stepped out.
Yeah.
That brother stepped out with the machete, with the Tommy, talking about some. I've been waiting to get platformed.
No. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry.
Oh my God! He talking about some shots, neighbor. Everybody get pop, neighbor. Shout out to Theo Coppell for enlightening me with replacing the N-word in rap songs with neighbor.
What's up, neighbor?
What's up, neighbor? Come on now.
What's up, my neighbor?
And speaking of my neighbor, young man, who are you?
Oh, well, my name is
Ramon,
Ramon,
the
the Savage Slayer Smith, a.k.a. Joe Stop Moaning. Come on. I say yeah. 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 Cause you make me feel. Come on. And I feel alright. I say yeah. Woo! all right. Take it easy.
Calm it down. We got to relax. So come on now. It's morning time. Why you acting like this, Moni? That's so crazy. I mean, I know why you acting crazy.
Because
Moaning. You know I love you, moaning. You know I love you, moaning.
Hey, you.
All right, let's keep this party rolling. My name is Warren Phoenix Johnson, but the correct pronunciation of my name is the Big Bad Warren Phoenix Johnson.
You guys like that? Like this guy?
The Asiatic black man, backhandling business. And speaking of some of this business, let me tell you how it's going down today. We're going to roll into our news segment, a little segment we like to call
You May Have.
Because you may have heard and you may have not. Then we're going to roll into the How Come On Hookup, where we salute essential workers giving us our essential needs. And then we're going to roll into the ins and outs, relationship advice, where we crack open a novel of one of our love lives and realize if you didn't talk about it back then, why you coming out talking about it right now? That's right. And then we will not get to Ayo What Man. That is a segment that some call trash talk, but the streets know it as prophecy. Before we move any further, Nico, tell us about your week, Daddy.
I think, as you know, I do some TikTok here and there, and I've just been doing that and progressing in that, and it's been a lot of fun, but a lot of work at the same exact time. I think anybody in the industry would know is that it's all about momentum. So even though it looks like it's not going anywhere, it's going somewhere, and you just need to just make sure you just go ahead and push yourself on doing it. And as far as me being in the industry for a long time, I know that to be true, and it's been a lot of days and a lot of nights where I don't think things are gonna happen. Then I wake up the next morning and realize I'm on a different level. So just that's all I've been doing. Sorry. Oh.
You said what?
Am I talking too long?
No.
No, my thing is what's really interesting about the things that you've been saying just these past few minutes you're here, it's the flavor's a lot different than the last time you were here. Because last time you were here, we was in this mark talking about we're clowning, but you sound like you've grown.
You done grown up.
Yeah.
It's been a lot. It's been a lot. Been a lot to think about. It's been a lot to endure when it comes down to my career and where I want to go. And the fact of the matter is that sometimes you have to grow up even further than you're actually grown. And that's where I am right now, man. That's where I am.
There you go.
Wow. Well, Ramon, Follow that.
Well, I'm getting my PhD next week. And no.
Oh my God.
I'm going to go to space to save the space station. And,
Hate
I'm going to
degree.
go over there. And, I found water on Mars yesterday.
Woo!
Actually, I watched. Have you guys watched 1883?
Nah.
Is it on Netflix?
It's on Paramount or something like that.
Oh
No, I don't know what that is. I've been watching Bass Reeves.
Bass Reeves. Oh, so it's so if
Lawman
you like,
Bass Reeves. That's woo.
so it's same. It's kind of like westernish. You know, it's western also.
Wait,
but
is
it's
this
the
Kevin Costner?
It's a prequel to Yellowstone. So there's 1883, 1923, and then Yellowstone.
Who's in this?
1823. I don't know who
Anybody
those people
special? Okay, no,
are. But
nobody. Okay.
and 1923 is Harrison Ford.
So
Ellen
I watched
Mirren.
that. I did watch that. That was hot.
Yeah, so 1823 is pretty good, but 1923 is even better. But anyway, my point was like I was watching it and I got annoyed a little bit. This is the old man rant.
Old man
rant
with Ramon the Savage Slayer.
I don't know. It's a girl in there. She's a character and she's the main character, I guess. And I just got annoyed by her voice. Like because she plays with an accent. She's like. I was walking through the country yesterday, and I noticed that the savages would come, and you know, it's like, and she's like the narrator of the story, but then she's like a teen, and then she's like super rebellious. But I love him, Mama. I love him, and then the guy gets killed, and then 2 days later, she's like, "But I love this guy."
Oh yeah, classic Fresh Prince reboot story.
Yeah. And then, so then like I started watching 1923, and I'm like, all right, this is a different story. I mean, same story, but continued different generations later, and lo and behold, this is a story about my family. The same girl. I was like, oh man. But no, it's good. It's a good show though. 1923 is good.
And it's a TV. It's a series.
Yeah. It's only eight episodes long, so it's not that.
Dude, I'm feeling this Bass Reeves pause.
I gotta watch that though.
Dude, that is what I put it like this. One of my favorite lines in it is, "Baby, what's wrong?" He was like, well, I hit another white man."
This is like the Shaft of the Western.
Kind of, but it's so interesting because he becomes this like lawman or whatever, and he's a black guy in this time, and like so you see how he became this person. You get to see like they show his story leading up to this, like maybe an episode and a half or something like that. And so when people are like trying to test him, I'm only up to I think episode 3. But when people are like, "What you gonna do?" and I'm like, man, please don't mess with Bass.
Right.
Bass done seen some stuff, y'all. Please believe me, he got that badge for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay, please. Just because you white, don't think you won't catch one of these pop-pops.
Yeah, dude, that's like so crazy because like watching that show, they like so the bandits come in, they like on their horses, they meet up together. Who are you? Oh, you don't want to mess with me. I'm so and so, and before they even finish the sentence, pow! It's like, dang.
I love that. I love when it's like that.
Yeah, like shot. But one thing I know, which I like in the show, is that they're shooting. It's a lot of shooting, pow, 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 and nobody's getting hit. Because it's kind of accurate because like those guns. Like people think like you can shoot one of those pistols and like you hit somebody. Like those guns were not accurate. So if you was shooting, that bullet doesn't go like super straight. So I was like, wow, these guys are like just shooting the heck out of those guns.
Stormtroopers of
the stormtroopers of the Western. But that's like it's not accurate. Like they wouldn't. You know,
it's almost like a long-nosed 38.
Yeah.
You're familiar with that. Not that I know anything about that. Anyway, let's keep this party going. Ramon, tell them the internet crapola.
Hey, if you want to find us on Facebook, we're on the Bad Waves Remix. You can find us on Instagram under Bad Waves Comedy. You can watch us live right now on YouTube under Bad Waves Radio. I would tell you to dial in and chat with us, but it doesn't work. It's like the what's the last segment we never get to?
Ayo, what man?
It's like Ayo. It's the Ayo what man of the phone line. But yeah. I didn't mean to end that dry.
Thank you. It's okay. It's all right because I messed up.
But you know what? Get in the chat. If you were able to watch us on YouTube, you can get on the chat and you can talk to us and say hi and leave some comments there.
All right. So I also just noticed that the camera was over here while I was doing all this technical stuff a great deal of the time. That's right. You can also watch me fail on YouTube. Either way, please try to interact with the bastards. You are listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. For the first time today, we are going to break your law.
Get your snow gear ready, colder than the month of February. Once again, follow trends, rhyming off beat break blends, and offense. Enemies, frenemies, is all about meals. Melanin in the skin, tell again. You knew I had flows, attack of the clones. My revenge, hands gripping the pen, really gripping the phone. Years back, couldn't understand.
I tell your mother you shit like Bishop told Q and Juice. Put my foot on your neck and demand respect. Now who really got the juice? You committed suicide and tied your own noose. You heard these bars to death. Yes, I'm living proof. You can talk that gun talk until I smack it. I miss you. You upside down to beat the king. Yeah, you pinata hugging bad. I do damage the beats. From I can put that grade A beef right between her cheeks. East again hitting my line. I got other shit out on my mind. If I don't wanna talk music with you, trying to steal a fucking flavor. All leave though, we do it major. Yeah, I'm saying I put this movie on film. We in the movie. I'm getting busy for real. Let's go.
All time subscribers, say we lava. The way we kill these tracks, no survivors. Spitting lava, $1 million opus. Destiny get chose us. Oh, this is our destiny. This is our destiny. This is our destiny. This is our destiny.
Yeah. Hey yo, I smoke an L to the face and go crazy for real. General Mills, Navy SEALs, been trained to go. All my troops salute the guard body. Them ones that get in the field fighting devils everywhere we go. East Coast, West Coast, down south and back. Big bottom, looking home, put the city on my back. A lot of rappers is nice, but I'm really that crack. I'm an uncontrolled substance, sprinkled on wax. Don't fiend high, catch your op slipping then slide. And his wife like a thief in the night. I'm that guy. You really want to battle, put a G-stack down. Throw darts through your body, catch your body, then lounge. Skip town like a fugitive. In the 98 Lincoln Town car, light bluish. Butter sauce seats, roll up the hash sheets. It's quite foolish for you to go against us. Connected like the Jewish.
All time subscribers, say we lava. The way we kill these tracks, no survivors. Spitting lava, $1 million opus. Destiny get chose within us. What? This is our destiny. This is our destiny. This is our destiny. This is our destiny. What?
I ain't from Chirac, I'm from Murderland. We do you dirty, stretch you out like a rubber band. We don't use 40s, we use revolvers. The problem solvers, one shot off you. I don't gotta wear gloves when I load mine. Off with shells don't even pop out of mine. All shit getting slick, but I move slick. So if it drip when she get a whiff of this. Fat flies, and be bubbly. And I don't sit bubbly. I got some Hennessy. You know my remedy. One shot kill, what's the deal? Kill Bill like the movie. I let my Lord cuz hold the Uzi, cause he ain't got no chill. He paint your block, then he spin it like a windmill. How about the wind star? Chop you like a gym star. My city raw, all we do is hustle raw.
All time subscribers, say we lava. The way we kill these tracks, no survivors. Spitting lava, $1 million opus. Destiny get chose within us. This is our destiny. This is our destiny. This is our destiny. This is our destiny. What?
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Sally Green. You're listening to Bad Waves Radio with Ramon the Savage Slayer and Big Bad Warren Phoenix Johnson.
How you feel? Well out there.
Check this out.
There's no digging it back. How long is a girl gotta wait for my king? Till you have my back, but oh no, it ain't like that. How long is a girl gotta wait for my king? Tell me the truth. Till you have my back, but oh no, it Thought you had my back, but oh no, it ain't that good. How long is a girl gotta wait for my king? Tell me the truth. Thought you had my back, but oh no, it ain't that good.
Hey yo, what's good? This is Savant, Sound of Kanai. Y'all about to get broken off with another one of my joints right here on Bad Waves Radio, 1680 AM, Q4.org. Beloved gang, we see y'all. What's good, Warren?
Pen rips, pad stitch, sun kicking these rhymes bastion. Pen rips, pad stitch, sun kicking these rhymes bastion. Dose, the kids kinda suave, different cast, flagship of the sound, it's light. Y'all spit liquid in fireballs, might thaw you out your melanin. Your cool beans to get it worse, scorched to the skeleton. So tell a friend that Kanai's about to get it in. Metal in the shovel, whatever you thought was settled and leveled, and leave it scorched. You better believe it, y'all. Blazing 50 with the squad and bless the mic right up to God. Quiet dogs bite hard, word the most part. Show y'all I'm super paradise, dose the Coast Guard. All comers get thrown like a Ryan toss. Y'all are one-hit wonders like Feller and Ryan Hawes. Ha. Feel the force when I spark from the flow starts. Got your women swimming and wishing I leave there swarming. Yo, broad was pleading for me to run in and I brush mine off like Obama did Bill Squall. The stall, the dirty rotten scoundrel offshoot. Call me your nerdy rotten scoundrel. I'm shaking the sound booth and breaking new ground too, and making new boundaries with whatever I pound do. It's like a rebound, smooth, snagged. I'm right in the grooves back. These just like the sag on the rhyme to the groove drags. It's whack. Graffiti's live on the backbeat, contrasting my style. I'll leave the heat at the track me. Indelibly waxing forever with prestige. This fellow will never ever be relevant lacking in rapping or anything else. Rapidly minting through spells, passion and planet stacked on the rack while I'm giving you hell. Packing the Mac in the back of the act. Nah, I just speed crash the wax, the back of the satch. You see, spitting steam and printing these fast patterns. Fundamentally dirty, nerdy carries a class lantern ride. Off campus, like hall pass the tide. Wilder than Van when it lasts. He strives. Riddles you with a riddling of raps and rhyme. Cracking your jawline, broadside, strong like the hawk flies. Eki season means open season on hawk ties. And rest in peace from the skulls who's preaching about all lives. You'll rest in pieces if he ain't speak up when Quan died. To let the death of Ricky is either the law's blind or set with reticence at the fleecing of Ron's spine. A letter set in secret, abreast a heaping of Rom's lies. All who with Rom aligned, word to Jabari Dean Wallahi made the spawn of the Onyx rise. From Bronx to Austin, Gardens to Hyde, Garfield to Washington Highs, lawn to all the reside. From darker than I, to one drop in a porcelain tide. It's 12-5 Obama on the blue wall of the shy. Pen rips, pad stitch, sun kicking these rhymes bastion. Pen rips, pad stitch, sun kicking these rhymes bastion. Pen rips, pad stitch, sun kicking these rhymes bastion. Pen rips, pad stitch, bastion, yeah. Full tilt, yeah. And you say Shot City forever. Rest in peace, Laquan McDonald, Rakia Boyd, Ronald Johnson III. 12. To the blue wall turns purple. Yeah.
Hello everyone, I'm Kaki from Udaipur, India, and you are about to hear one of my songs right here on Bed Waves, only on Q4 Radio.
भीगी भीगी राहतों में फिर तुम आओ धड़कनों में आ गया है एक नगमा तेरे प्यार का जैसे कोई सुर मिला हो दिल के तार से दिल के तार का पल की हंसी में यूं ही दिल लगी में ये दिल गया हमें क्या मिला है तुम ही तो मेरा दिल भी मिल गया लेके प्यार आँखों में लेके प्यार आँखों में आओ ना ओ भीगी भीगी रातों में फिर तुम आओ ना ओ भीगी भीगी रातों में फिर तुम आओ ना ओ ऐसी बरसातों में आओ ना ओ ऐसी बरसातों में आओ ना आओ ना आ रही है तेरी यादें दिल मेरा फिर बेकरार है तुम मिलोगी हाँ मिलोगी दिल को मेरे एतबार है खुली है ये बाहें देखे ये निगाहें रास्ता तेरा जरा मुस्कुरा के फिर से दिखा दे वो ही अदा या तो मेरी यादों में या तो मेरी यादों में आओ ना ओ भीगी भीगी रातों में फिर तुम आओ ना ओ भीगी भीगी रातों में फिर तुम आओ ना ओ ऐसी बरसातों में आओ ना ओ ऐसी बरसातों में आओ ना ला 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 ला
You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM, Q4.org. Beloved gang, baby.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We back on the land, Liz Nathaniel,
To
you.
you.
And before we move any further, I gotta tell you what you just heard. We kicked that whole broadcast off with our beloved banger for the day because, you know, we got to do a beloved banger. We didn't do one last week because we were going for a theme. We just wanted to make sure, and shout out to Ray Swoop, but we're going for a theme to make sure people knew what 2024 was about for us all year. And that's la 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 la. You better give it to me, or I'm taking it. So, with that being said, we are back onto our regular schedule of kicking everything off with a beloved banger, usually from Chore Boy.
Beloved gang, baby.
And that's that beloved banger of the day was produced by Groovebox. Shout out to Groovebox, another gang affiliate. And that song is HBO, Mr. HBO Blockbuster F-Head. Yeah, that's it. That is it. And then we went out of that into something brand new to the playlist. Now this is G Mills and Raw Leaf. We always play G Mills and Raw Leaf, but this one is called Destiny. Brand new to the playlist. A monster of a song. I heard an insult that I never heard in my life, which is when he said, "I'll beat the candy out you pinata ass neighbor." And I've wanted to beat the candy out of all type of people ever since I've heard that.
Is that calling him sweet?
I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that.
Got a little sugar in the tank?
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I just thought he was just calling him a pinata ass neighbor. But no, yes. Wow, you're smart. So then, somebody did that to me this week when I was like, we were doing something, and this is way off the subject. Here we go. Now we're on the road to running over because of nonsense that I'm interjecting with. But somebody had one of these courses we had to take for my job. And we were at this place, and somebody was like, "I don't know where to go. I don't know what my classroom is." And I said, "Hey, they send confirmation emails. You want to check your confirmation email?" And to which she said, "Oh, you're so smart." and you're an educator. You're the one. All right, great. That's who's in charge of our children's future. All right, so we're gonna move this right along. Then we went out of that. It's a DJ Manifest featuring Sally Green. Big up to them both. Thank you for DJ Manifest for sending us a manifest of your new album, Sleepwalker.
Sleepwalker.
Yeah, check him out. Then we went into Savant's Chicago 1800. Yeah. Big up to Savant. Always respect to him. Then we closed that whole thing out with BG by Hema Danji. I didn't know that rhymed. Yeah. But it is BG by Hema Danji, a.k.a.
The Cocky Singer.
And that is the music that you heard for that first run of music. So now it is time for our new segment, a little segment we like to call. Wait, don't do it yet. A new segment we like to call.
You may have.
Because you may have heard, you may have not. Again, I'd like to apologize to all the people that listen. It is like over 1,200 people that listen. And the only reason why I stopped it is because I didn't flip the camera over for the 40 to 60 people that watch it. That is trifling. But shout out to you people that stay with us and listen to us as we meander and muddle through this nonsense of video streaming because it is great for us to have an archive of this stuff. Not only just an archive, but a video archive of us to see it. Mm-hmm. Now that I've bored you with the thing that you do not care about, that is you, the listeners, it is time for us to jump right back to it. It is time for our, we already did that part?
Yeah.
Our new segment.
You call it You May Have.
You may have?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And leading the way, like our own comedic meanderer is Ramon,
the Savage Slayer Smith, a.k.a. Don't Stop Moaning.
Come on, Moaning!
I say yeah.
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 Yeah. Cause you make me feel. Come on. Come on, and I feel alright. I say yeah, yeah, yeah. Woo! All right. Take it easy.
Okay.
All
right.
You know, so exciting.
Well, we're only excited because
moaning. You know I love you, moaning. You know I love you, moaning. Hey, you.
Moni, hit him off, daddy.
All right. We like to discover things, right?
Yes, we do like discoveries.
We like discoveries. I mean, and it's like, like when you're washing clothes and you digging out in your pockets, you find an old $20 bill, maybe,
mm-hmm.
or $5 bill. I mean,
or an unused condom.
There you go.
Yep.
You're like,
where were you at?
Where were you at last night? But yeah, so you like finding discoveries. A man would purchase a home and decided to remodel it on his own. And while remodeling it, he came across a bunch of Nestle Quick canisters that were in the wall as he was, tear down the what do you call it, drywall, and you had to expand. There was a bunch of cans of Nestle Quick, which he opened them up, and he found 47,000 banknotes in the cans. So he was pretty excited about it. Imagine like you opening up the wall, and it says 47 pounds, but that's like what, like $60,000 maybe. Mm-hmm. So about $60,000. But this guy's a Spaniard, so he's in Spain. So they would, I think they call them pesetas over there. So it's about, I can't remember how much it is, but anyway, he found all this money in these things. Super excited. I mean, imagine that. Like you're digging through the wall, You find these canisters, and it's full of money. And you're like, oh my god! Like I didn't hit the jackpot. Like
And what kind of cans were these that he had?
Nestle Quick.
Okay, keep going. Keep going. Come on.
So he decides to take the money down to the bank to put it in the bank because he's like, oh, I got my new treasure. Well, turns out that these notes are no longer in circulation. So they're worth squat.
Oh, baby. Oh, Lord.
They're worth squat. So he was disappointed. They said, I don't know, like 20 years ago, they took these bills out of circulation. So therefore, they're no longer any use. It's basically,
So he found them one day, then tried to turn them in the next day?
Yeah.
Yeah, his dreams were crushed Nestle Quick.
I hold on to that one.
Wow.
That's
right. But there were so I mean there's a rainbow, there's a pot of gold at the end of the story at least. There were some notes that were still in circulation and he was able to trade them in. He got like $30,000, so that's still not too bad.
That's not, no.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, $30,000 still can change your life, though.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, he said, I'm going to Vegas, betting the law. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
No, it says basically pay for his new roof, so
well,
that works out.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good investment on your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's keep it going. Let's keep it in the same topic of discoveries.
Okay.
How about that?
He seems,
sorry, go ahead.
No, he seems excited. Ramon, you seem excited. What's his next story? You
Well, a couple's been married for 10 years.
Oh God.
And the husband had everything's cool. We were married for 10 years. We got a beautiful family. Everything's cool. The only drawback is that the husband has a job that he has to go away for 3 months at a time.
Oh, see,
See,
this is what I was waiting for. Come on.
It's a drag, because it's kind of like we were in the entertainment business, right? Maybe sometimes you go on tour, or you might have to
Yeah, I was on tour for 2 years.
Yeah, so you're away from home a lot, So you learn to live with it. Well, one day, Daddy came home and Mommy was doing laundry, discovered a phone that was not one she recognized, and it turns out that it belonged to her husband. I don't know how she got into it, but finds out that. Her husband has a separate family.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Oh Jesus! Come on.
Wow.
A separate family that he travels back and forth. So 3 months he's with one family, hangs out with them, and he's supposedly I've been put up, in the hotel somewhere for my job by my employer. But no, he's actually living with another family. And then 3 months are up, he comes back and lives with this other family.
And so did she approach him?
Well,
she had to.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So this is where it gets
it's gonna get interesting.
Yeah. So and my story's about revenge, right? I always like, she's gonna look revenge. Revenge is best served cold. Just wait, whatever. So she decides to get her revenge and lets him know about it. That I found out that you have a different family, and calls the other woman and tells her about it. So he double exposure, And she's like, I show you. And to which he said, beat the woman inches away from her death.
Wow.
Oh my God.
The only reason I'm laughing is because I know that you think I find this funny, but it's not funny.
Why are you laughing? You were just trying to put why is that funny?
I don't know. It's not funny. It's just.
Yeah.
I know you know my type of stories. So.
Yeah, what are you laughing about?
So beats her inches away from death.
Jesus, this was no cartoon, but he definitely was a family guy. I have to find the comedy.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with you. Oh, Jesus.
Well, but there's another pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. He did go to jail. So yeah. He did go to jail for it. So she told on him. She's like, I'm getting revenge. I'm telling your other wife. And so she told him. So his anger, he, walked up on her and just beat the crap out of her.
I'm so sorry. I thought you meant like the other woman beat the woman who was telling.
No. He went and beat.
Oh.
Yeah. So
can I add something on that?
Yeah,
real
yeah,
quick? Hey, have you guys heard about this or seen about this? Have you heard about this the homophobic husband?
no.
So you already know where this is going. You already know where this is going.
Come on, okay.
So apparently this one has this homophobic husband. He's always kind of crapping on. Can I say crap?
Yes.
Okay, crapping on homosexuals all the time.
Yeah.
And every time they go out, he has some type of remark about it. He always says something nasty about them. And apparently this guy goes on fishing trips. So one day, I believe this guy forgot all his fishing gear. He thought it was in his truck, and his wife, I guess, found it, but he was already gone. So he comes back home, and she's like, "Hey, how was your fishing trip?" He's like, "Oh, it was great." And she's like, "Oh, okay, nothing out in the ordinary." No, that was great. Oh, okay. So she thought the next time he goes out, she'll go ahead and pretty much kind of track where he was going.
Yeah.
So she ends up tracking him next time he goes out, and it's to a hotel room.
Oh.
And the thing behind that is that she saw her friend's wife's car also at this hotel. And the funny thing is, she heard in the back, like right behind her, she heard, "Hey," and she looked back, and it's the friend's wife, and she's like, "Are you cheating with my husband?" She's like, "No, I follow my husband here too."
Oh my god.
So she goes to they go to the actual concierge, and I guess they said, "Hey, we're the wives of these people that are here. Can we get the key? They're just waiting for us." So the guy gives it to him. They walk into the door, and they find a room full of 20 men, all in an orgy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, both husbands in there, and I thought that was interesting too, because when you really look at it, sometimes when it comes down to homophobia, it is pretty much like self-projecting.
Yeah.
So I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of I see that kind of situation, or I hear that such kind of situation happens all the time when it comes down to double life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That story, there was more than just a plot that got twisted.
See,
Ah.
See, I knew he was gonna say something.
Squeaky.
Oh, my goodness.
Is that the fishing trip? You find a fly up your rectum?
Oh my God! It was more
There
than
was a lot of bath mousing going on.
a lot of bass mouth.
Bath mousing going on.
Oh my God!
Catfishing going on.
Yeah, it was.
Right.
Oh my God! He cut bait.
Ah.
A lot of worms being hooked. Huh?
Daddy!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! All right, let's keep it going. That was a nice little interjection there, brother Nico.
All right. A little granny, 51-year-old granny. You know, she must have had kids young, and her kids have kids already. Basically has got a divorce, and said after the divorce she's had the time of her life because she's slept with over 800 men, and she's a hot granny. She actually kind of hot.
You gonna pay hell?
She's a bodybuilder. She says her relationships never last long. She spends hours at the gym to keep up her appearance and enjoys naked yoga. She has like 513 followers on Instagram, and she's like gets offers from people who want to propose to her. A guy proposed to her and said he'll give you 200 goats if you marry me. She's like, I would, but what am I gonna do with all these goats?
Serious currency, man. What the hell are you talking about? So most people only get 50 goats.
I know. Right? But they do. She has gotten $50,000 for pictures or videos of her. So I guess I don't know if it's like OnlyFans or something like that. She has, but yeah.
Have you? So you've seen pictures of her?
Yeah. She's
she banging. She hot. She out here.
Yeah, she's kind of hot. She's a Brazilian. And she lives in London. She's fit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How old is she?
51.
I was about to say. Like,
no, yeah,
that's
what I'm saying. She's like a young grandmother.
Yeah. I mean, come on, don't get. Hey, I dated somebody once who was, I think she was like 27, and her mom was 50. And I remember coming in their house one day, and the mom was like, "Oh, this is him," and I was like, "Oh, this is her." That's all I'm gonna say with that story. I didn't do anything with this lady, but I'm just saying. I was like, well,
funny thing about that, my aunt is a very beautiful woman, and she's close to 70, and she always gets like hit on or rendezvous with men from about 25 to 35.
Oh wow.
I mean, she's a very beautiful woman. She keeps up with herself. I mean, we all have the same exact kind of facial features too. She has like the nice cheeks going on, and hey, kudos to you.
Hey, yeah.
I wish I can age like some good fine wine, but I feel like in my days I'm aging like wine mixed with whiskey.
Like some raisins.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Ramon.
Dang, did he just insult me?
It's not true,
man.
No.
Because Ramon may not know how old you are. I know how old you are.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about all three of us in this room. We
Oh, he does not look our age.
No,
yeah.
of
So stop it. So stop it.
I didn't feel nothing about it.
I was talking to a nice young lady not too long ago. Shorty's like 23 years old, and she was like, "You had a birthday. When was your birthday?" And I told her, she asked me how old I was, and I told her how old I was, and her eyes popped out of her head. You know what I mean? Because she thought I was a different age, and she thought something was about to happen. And I was like, "Hey, come on now, ain't nothing wrong with a little vintage. Come on now, let's get retro. Bust out those bell bottoms, baby." All right, go ahead.
All right. Well, the grandmother says she was married 19 years and she got divorced, and she says that sex is her fuel, and she dates between 3 and 5 people every week. So good for her.
Good for her.
That's what keeps her young.
Yeah. I don't want to really understand.
Huh?
3 to 5 people
I know.
every week.
Every week, she says.
Like, come on, man. So that means she busting down.
I know.
And then she trades them out and then gets 3 to 5 different more. That math is insane.
Yeah.
Now, what are you about to say, D? We about to defend this?
Yeah, I mean, I think you got one life to live. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not trying to say anything about a soap opera, but you only really know about one life to live. Live your best dang on life. Let's live it. I applaud her.
Yeah, I mean she's still young too.
Yeah,
so
you applaud her.
I applaud her.
You know what the doctor do too with the clap.
Hey!
Stop it!
All right.
Stop it! You are not busting down 3 to 5 different schlongs. That many pippages is 3 to 5
Man.
different ones every week.
She getting down.
Hey,
Yeah.
apparently it's still good.
Hey, it might be the same ones though. It might be the 3 or 5 same guys.
Dude, not the way it sounds. The number you gave me earlier is
Hey,
not
what? She
the
said
same.
800 people. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the
yeah.
number you gave me earlier is definitely 3 to 5
Oh
different
yeah.
Wodies.
Yeah.
Okay, you my Wodie, huh?
She going for
the
that.
Wodie.
She going for that record.
She is.
Yeah.
She like, you my Wodie, huh? I'm your Wodie, huh? She be right. Get up in my holy moly, huh? Like,
Now calling 852. Now.
I swear. Pull that number.
It's like a meat market when you pull that thing.
Literal meat
52.
market. Literal meat
Like-
market.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Please keep going.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Well, on another note, so we all get. You guys like love pets or like animal friendly?
Yeah,
I don't-
I've had snakes too.
Yeah, snakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so did that grandma.
Oh. Make it like a high.
Oh, you wanna sound thing? Okay. Yeah, she is a Mecca like a high Mecca hiney ho. Shoot, come on, man.
All right. Well, so a lot of people like exotic pets, and a lot of people get parrots for pets, which is pretty cool, right? You teach them how to talk. A woman was heartbroken when she was at her boyfriend's house and the family were over for dinner, Christmas dinner, and the parrot kept saying, "I love you." Wait, what's the name of the girl? I can't find the name of the girl, but let's say the parrot kept saying, "I love you, Aisha." Oh, Aisha, I love you. And her name is not Aisha. Yeah. So her parent Percy kept saying, I love you to a different woman, and she got a little, what's going on? So she approached her boyfriend and asked him, and he denied it. He said, no, nothing's going on. But she got upset and basically stormed out and left. But I don't know. I think you gotta be careful what you say around these parents.
You sure do.
Because so he said, and somebody says, there was a comment saying that maybe the parrot doesn't like the girlfriend, and he made up this name.
Dude, I would have treated that parrot like a play. Bye-bye, birdie. Sell that.
Yeah, so be careful getting parrots. In other news, a gentleman has a girlfriend, right? And he has his friends. He had old coworkers and everything. And this is the thing, like when you bring your girlfriend around your coworkers, and you have a hot girlfriend, and some guys are, oh man, she's kind of hot, but you get to know your girl, you get to know your friend's girlfriend or your, whatever, and you become friends. I don't know how he got her number, but he texted her and said, "Hey, what's up?" at 2:30 in the morning.
Well, she clearly gave him the number.
Yeah, I guess. Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like they were probably friends, amongst, and I guess he probably got a little. He was, build up the courage to say, "Hey, what's up?" I guess he wanted to hook up with the other guy's girlfriend, and so the guy saw this and decided to get a little revenge. So he sent them back. They sent her back a picture of a buttocks in a black thong. And to what the gentleman replied, "I want some of that." he said, "Damn, I want. Like,
yeah.
I guess I want." And so what she responded, another picture of the whole body of the bum, which actually was the guy in his girlfriend's thong. It took a picture, so it was his butt in the picture. It's not funny.
Oh no!
At least went more. All right.
I'm licking my lips. I'm sorry.
I thought. All right. So, all right, it was a bust.
No, it's all right. No.
So yeah, so he basically pulled a prank. He basically showed him half of the body, and it was like a butt with the thong on, and the guy's like, "Oh, I want," and then he sent him another picture of the whole full body, which turns out to be the boyfriend in the thong.
Yeah.
And then, basically the guy blocked him for the. I guess he found out that he was trying to hit on his girlfriend.
Well,
all right.
Well, hey, look. At least the other guy knows that he had a banging body.
Yeah. He can open up that OnlyFans.
Yep. Might as well.
Oh my God! You never go wrong when you go thong.
When you go thong.
All right. Let's get into wait, what is this one? My boyfriend. Oh, okay, the parrot. So women are complaining that some guys don't know that. Somebody asked, "Where do women pee when they have a tampon in? Like, how do they pee if they have a tampon?" So a woman took to the streets to talk to guys, and they said a lot of people didn't know. They said basically some of the guys said that they had to take the tampon out to pee. Or they moved the tampon to the side to be able to pee, not knowing women's anatomy, that that the vagina is where reproduction is, and that women have a urethra where the urine comes out of, from their bladder. So she was taken aback by how people don't know, and she says she went out and asked again, about the female anatomy. She says, "Do you guys know what a vulva is? You guys know what a vulva is, right?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So some of the responses was a fruit. Yeah, fruit. Some people say something in the vagina. A vibrator. It's on your neck. Some people say a what? Somebody said the electric version of a Volvo. An Italian dinner or something.
Volvo.
Yeah.
That's an Italian dinner.
An Italian dinner.
Oh my
Hey,
goodness,
give me some of that vulva with
it could be
with a little bit of sauce on it, with the red sauce. And some people knew it was part of a female anatomy, but didn't know where to. No, they didn't know where to point it out. Like they didn't know where on the female it is. Somebody said my boyfriend said its vulva is a planet.
Goodness.
I thought there was like another one. The guy said sharks. Never mind. Yep. So there you go. So we know what a vulva is, right?
Yeah. I know you do.
Oh yeah.
Giggity.
I know. It's a French. It's a Spanish word for light bulb.
Tesla made it.
Yeah. All right. Well, in that same spirit, these are the nurse shares things that guys say, shocking things that dads say while their wife is having a kid. You know, while they're having a childbirth.
Mm-hmm.
One man said, "Does that hurt? Does it really hurt that bad?" And things that they say while in the operator while the baby's coming out. Another gentleman said, "That's never gonna look the same again."
Dang.
Oh my God,
Come
Mars.
on, man.
And so another one said, "So how do we go about getting a paternity test?"
Wow.
Shout out to him.
Yeah. And then some guy says, no, she doesn't need any pain medicine for that.
Wow, that's just cruel.
Yeah.
Now that's just cruel.
Yep.
Yeah. And then one guy said, when do you think she'll have the baby? Because I'm really hungry and I gotta grab some food.
No.
Another one said, why is this taking so long?
Come on, I got a 3:30.
Yeah, I got to. It's taking so long. My back hurts for sleeping in this chair so long.
Oh, baby.
And then one said, are you really trying your hardest?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
We'll do it live.
And then she said possibly the most disgusting one she heard was, can you put in an extra stitch for me?
Wow.
He want it tighter.
He wanted it tighter.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so those are the crazy things that men say in the operating room. So when you have a baby, make sure you don't say any of those things.
Don't say those things.
Tell her how beautiful she is and how wonderful this life is going to be with this new.
Exactly.
Save the beautiful. I don't think they want to hear that. I think a woman wants to hear that when she's creating life.
They always say, "You did this to me."
Now, what would you say? Like, so when I was listening to that, I was like, like trying to imagine the stupidest thing I would say.
Right.
Like, do either one of you think of like just knowing yourself?
Right.
Knowing the type of
Well, I
person
think
you
I
are?
would say like that guy did. I mean, I told the story that before. Somebody said something where he farted and it smelled really bad. He's like, "Whoa, baby, what you eat for lunch?"
I can see you saying that. Nico.
He blamed her.
Nico.
Yeah.
What do you think something stupid you would say?
What's that bag coming out of?
See, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's
What's
something.
that bag?
That's so good. That's a good stupid one. I would say I'm sorry. Because I can imagine how wrong that would sound, but like I would feel so bad watching her go through this. I'm so sorry. Baby, I didn't mean to do this. I didn't mean to do this to you, to us. I'll be better. Like I can see myself apologizing so hard as I watch the love of my life just get shattered.
There's been a lot of men who fainted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see me doing that as well.
I mean, I studied child development, so I had to watch all that over and over again. But I never felt like I was gonna faint because I've seen something like that. And I don't. I mean, one of my favorite things to do with my father was to watch horror movies. Right?
Okay.
So I see a lot of gore and stuff like that. So trying to see that in real life, or even because I know there is a smell. Like I know there is a certain smell. I've been in a room with one of my best friends while she had birth, and sometimes there's a smell. On top of that, sometimes you kind of defecate yourself.
Yeah,
I can say that, right?
Yeah.
You kind of defecate yourself, and sometimes it comes out very aggressively, or sometimes it come out
Oh man.
So I've seen some exploding stuff going on.
Oh wow.
But it wasn't like I was grossed out enough to faint.
Yeah, I think they faint because they're thinking about how their life's gonna change.
All right, Ramon, was that your last?
Yeah, that's
thing?
my last story.
Now, my question, Nico, I talked to you a little earlier about this. If you had a news story or thing you want to talk about, you got about like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
If you don't have, I mean, I know you want to talk about something.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, please try not to bring us down.
yeah. So
because I have to follow you.
Yeah. So I want to talk to a story because I've been in the industry for a while, and I ran pretty much the audience service side of a theater, which is the audience side at the bar and the box office, also special events. But there was this one time where I kind of got curious about a peanut butter jar that was just sitting on top of a counter for years, but no one ever touched it. And I was thinking one day, because I was actually training. I actually was doing that show, F. Trump, the musical.
Yes, I remember.
You remember that? So I was eating a lot of protein and stuff like that, and I would just do some peanut butter. I just didn't bring any. Just, lick on some peanut butter for a snack. And I was thinking, okay, this peanut butter's been up there for I don't know how long. I know peanut butter lasts for a good long time.
Yeah.
Right.
So I decided to open it, right? It hadn't been open in a while, and I look, and there is a Johnson hole in there. So that means somebody slid their Johnson up in there, did an impression, and then closed it back up and put it back on the counter.
Somebody got hard.
Yeah. And I remember one time being upset about it. But here's the most interesting part about it. I put it back.
Yes.
I put it back because I'm like, okay, well, I guess everybody is inside joking. I mean,
right.
People put it here for a reason. I'm gonna leave it because it's a joke, but also it's kind of disgusting.
Yeah.
Especially having it around the bar. So I ended up putting it back, and then I realized the next day I was like, I need to go ahead and throw this away. and not even the next day after that, somebody said, "Hey, what happened to the peanut butter jar?" And I said, "I got you." I got you.
Oh my God! There we go, man.
There you go.
Oh man, I was thinking about like how quickly did he had to, if he was gonna do that in
Right.
the building, how quickly did they stick their joint in that peanut butter jar? Probably in a jiffy.
That would have sucked if somebody came out and saw you with it and be like, "Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Let me see that. That's my peanut butter jar. What are you doing?" And they like impressions in there.
You know who it was too. You know who the person is.
Oh, you're gonna have to tell me off mic.
You want to tell you off mic?
Yeah,
I can tell you off mic.
mic.
If you, okay.
Are you gonna tell me on mic?
I can tell you on mic.
Would that person think it was funny?
Yeah, you would.
Oh God. Who is it?
Okay, I just say that Nathan J.
Okay, great. Okay, yeah.
I say that. Okay,
Okay,
Right,
thank
yeah,
you. He said,
you know exactly who it is.
He said, "I got you."
I sure did, because I just couldn't. I couldn't believe it, but it first of all, the humor in me, right, found it funny. I did find it funny, but then the manager in me found it like, this is some disgusting, y'all some I don't know who in the heck does stuff like that, but y'all just some nasties. But it was funny.
That is very funny.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
All right, we got to keep this party going. Maybe he did it in the Skippy.
Ah.
I'm sorry. All right, we got to keep going. It's time. It's time for my part of the
Was it
news.
nutty?
Very chunky. Very chunky.
All right, come on, man. Let's go on. That man stuck his joint. That peanut butter was talking about some jam. Jam for me. All right, we gotta keep going. I'm sorry. All right, it's time for my part of the news. Ramon, you know what that means. Let me hear you go.
It's on.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for my part of the news. Now, this is very hard-hitting news, very provocative news, very critically disclaimed news. And I don't go to any news source. No. I don't go to MSNBC. I don't go to CNN. I don't go to ABC, DEFG. I go to one place and one place only, and that's WorldStarHipHop.com.
Worldstar.
Let's get into it. I can't follow penis and peanut butter. All right. So we're gonna kick it off with a little piece that I like to call "Wait, What's Up?" I've only done this once, and this is not a long one. Pause. But this is this is an interesting one to me. Young Thug is on trial for RICO predicates. Yes, crime, using funds to build a criminal organization. That is a RICO predicate. And so Young Thug, in his trial, someone hacked into the trial via Zoom, and they went on and they said, "Free Young Thug, mistrial." To which I thought, why? I mean, I would like for the gentleman to go free as well, but his name is Young Thug, and he's on trial for doing crimes. And it reminded me of a guy who had a tattoo of a machete on his face, and he went to court for assault with a machete. Wait, what's up? And then there was C. Murder, who went to trial because he was seen doing murder. Wait, what's up? And then now I'm thinking to myself, like, wait, Young Thug is on trial for being a young thug. Wait, what's up? So shout out to all those diehard fans who just don't understand that these people will name themselves and tattoo themselves of what they will be convicted of, or maybe not. I don't know. Tattooed and nicknamed until proven innocent.
Yeah. Maya Angelou said it the best. If someone tells you who they are, believe them.
Yeah. All right. Now let me get into these jokes. Miami Heat coach Eric Spoelstra divorces his wife just days or so before he signs a $120 million deal with the Miami Heat. That's right. This coach divorced the young lady. This basketball coach did. And he took advantage of what's known in basketball as a fast break. They're going to have to catch him on the rebound. In fact, if I was him, I would only be dating young ladies who were interested in playing, the basketball move of jump balls. I'm sorry, was that out of bounds?
There you go.
Moving right along. A woman smashes a man's television because she believes that he was cheating on her. Yeah, I mean, it looked like expensive. That was like an expensive television. Like, in order to buy another flat screen, he'd probably have to sell a lot of plasma. Hey, yo, shout out to Say Baby, because I was talking to her and I was like, man, we got time off from work, man. I'm about to have to slang some, I'm about to sell some plasma. And she was like, yeah, man, what, you don't like your TV? Oh my God! Oh Jesus! What interesting enough. She's such a nice young lady. Closing out, documented idiocy. Sex neuroscientist says that the future of sex robots is scary. Okay, with how AI is developing, they're going to make these sex robots insanely compatible to the person that buys them, which may replace real relationships. So if the cops ever get called to this person's house, you know that as far as law enforcement goes, it won't be anything domestic, and in fact, he'll never be charged with battery. Now that'll do it for me, and that'll do it for the news. A little news segment we like to call You May Have, because you may have heard it and you may have not. Coming up later, we're going to hit y'all off with Alkaline Hookup, with food essential workers giving us our essential needs. But before all of that, we're going to hook your asses up with some of this music. Ramon, tell them the internet.
Hey, if you want to find us on Facebook, we're under Bad Waves Remix. You can find us on Instagram under Bad Waves Comedy. You can watch us live right now on YouTube under Bad Waves Radio. You could dial in and chat with us, but you can chat on the chat room in YouTube. So there you go. Peanut butter jelly with a dick track.
You are listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. Once again, we are going to break your law. I said off.
zip like kung fu. Kicking this down like kung fu. Sipping sake, getting lit, kung fu. Time to strike a pose, it's kung fu. Yeah, we in this belt like kung fu. Kicking like this down like kung fu. Sipping sake, getting lit, kung fu. Time to strike a pose, it's kung fu. Underestimated, yet they test the patience. Fans coming from the land just to witness greatness. Gloves on, mask on, gotta check my patience. Kick, push before I skate, gotta tie the laces. Long hair, beard growing like I'm Shang Tsung. Young Cyrex putting bombs in your Samsung. Uppercut, got you flowing to the sky now. Get over here, little man, when you tie down. I'm so froze, sub-zeros on my neck dripping. Had to put the pistols on ya, bullets blowing kisses. If they want smoke, you knew, say a lot. Headed to the top from the bottom like say pop. Yeah, we in this shit like kung fu. Kick this shit down like kung fu. Sipping sake, getting lit, kung fu. Time to strike a pose, sips kung fu. Yeah, we in the sips like kung fu. Kick like this shit down like kung fu. Sipping sake, getting lit, kung fu. Time to strike a pose, sips kung fu.
How you want it? About this shit, either to transform, running up circles and leaving the camp torn. This your last warning, and probably your last morning. Acting too tough, but your whole cast morning. Your loss, boy, I'm probably a legend. Kick, punch, slammed on my only intentions. Arms fully extended, key gathered in seconds. Atom bomb in my palms, and your position. Let it swing for the fences, but you truly defensive. Blind to the gap between the essence, not the senses. Wide open, precision like dentists. Put your gums in your intestines, talking about this shit. Wreckage,
yeah, we in our zips like kung fu. Kicking straight this on like kung fu. Sipping sake, getting lit, kung fu. Time to strike a pose, it's kung fu. Yeah, we in it's like kung fu. Kick this shit down like kung fu. Sipping sake, getting lit, kung fu. Time to strike a pose, it's kung fu.
Fatality.
If you don't know, now you do. You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4.org. Beloved gang.
Nobody knows. From your head to your toes, I am not myself today. I am not myself today. I am not myself
Beloved Gang, baby.
Yeah. Look, they try to knock me down for what I preach. It's everything I stand for, you can never teach. It's all authentic when it's from the heart. They hate shadows or the love when you swim with sharks. Yeah, I try to show them with the painted picture. A vision, my thoughts, you can see it all in my scriptures. Yeah, I try to tell them this is grown talk. Never criticize or minimize it with my life, boy. I did it myself, nobody didn't own me. I was determined to win. For them nights I fell asleep hungry. No moms and pops, I was raised up in the 80s. I accepted all my losses, but I ain't never let it change me, nah. I came up from a struggler, always had to make ends meet. I was a hustler, I kept grinding. I was in and out of state, selling CDs out the trunk. I was trying to make a way every night, eating bad food, putting on the weight. You could tell it wasn't me. You could see it in my face for all the pain that I endorsed. Some nights was on the floor, had to keep my head straight, but I couldn't take it no more. It was God's plan. He made it possible to understand. You can't run from your problems. This is what he planned. You gotta face it, fake it till you make it. Everything you went through in your life, you can't erase it, nah.
You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM, Q4.org. Beloved Gang, baby.
Pop, pop, we dropping bodies. It's a stick up, yo punk ass. And before we stick your punk ass up, Ramon got to tell you what you just heard.
All right, we started a nice little block off with Hitman, a.k.a. Rock, featuring Shay. No, wait, Enea.
Yeah.
Enea. Kung Fu.
Kung Fu. Kicking shit.
Oh! Can't say kicking.
Doggone it. Kicking things down like Kung Fu.
What?
Sipping sake, get it licked.
Kung
Kung
Fu.
Fu. Time to strike a pose. B word, Kung Fu. Ramon, keep it going.
We ran into Reliant Tom with Alien.
Shout out to Reliant Tom, always.
That song is dope.
Yeah, it is. It is. Man, it's got this like electronic beat.
Yeah.
But like the way Claire sings over it and just those lyrics, just I'm not myself today. Have we not all been there before?
Yeah.
Like right. Even there was one time Sean did a piece of work, we'll say, and they changed the piece of work on him at the last minute without him knowing. And it's some entertainment work. And Sean was like, man, I swear I wanted to call old girl. I'd be like, man, you set me up. and she was going to be like, Sean? And I said, Sean was going to be like, not today, trick. All right, keep it going.
All right, then we went into Nova Sport with Views.
Now the thing about that song was, and Nova Sport is real good for making like these dance tracks or pop joints, like some hard, like some, and as well as like hardcore demonstrations. But like this one was one of those, like, I don't know, it sounded very personal. You know what I mean? It sounded like it was a very personal, introspective look into where he's been at. Some nights sleeping on the floor, eating bad food. This wasn't me no more. I mean, he didn't say that.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? All the things you win in your life, you can't erase it. Nah. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it just made me, and then the way the beat was, no. I really, really like this piece from him. I like when he does that like gritty, personal stuff. But you know, and that's off of Far Gone, his album Far Gone.
Okay.
So yeah, anybody looking for that Nova Sport track right there,
there you go.
Check out Far Gone. Check out the whole album, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, keep it going. Oh wait, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. All right. Well, it is time for the Hakaman hookup, where we salute essential workers giving us our essential needs.
I put people on, understand? Streets was happy. Everybody could eat.
Now, these shout-outs and salutes aren't just for those NBA coaches who know if he's about to make a bunch of money, she ain't about to be able to stand that Miami Heat, so get out of the marriage. Who are they for?
Now, these shout-outs and salutes aren't just for those husbands who say, I can live with her, or I can live with that. I can live with her, or I can live with that.
I think I live with her. I think
I live with her, but this is where it's at.
Talk about something. I think I'll stay on Tinder because Tinder's where it's at.
Here's where it's at.
Oh. Word to Gary Oldman. Honorable mention to Wood Harris. And with today's Hakiman hookup is our own comedic coach, and that is Ramon
the Savage Slayer Smith, a.k.a. Don't Stop Moaning.
Come on, Moaning.
I said no.
Hit him.
All right. For all you guys out there, so, I go shopping. Have you been to Trader Joe's?
Yes.
Trader Joe's are some of the most friendliest people that work there, and it seems they're always happy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can share that happiness with these people because Trader Joe's on North Lincoln Avenue is hiring, starting from $16 to $18 an hour.
What?
Yeah, $16 to $18 an hour. Starting off, 3745 North Lincoln Avenue is the job location, and you're working evenings. They're looking for people who work evenings.
$18?
Yeah.
Bro, do you know, I'm not about to say anything. I'm not putting too many people business in the street, but there are some places. Matter of fact, let me just put myself in. I'm about to put my business in the street.
Yeah.
They was like, Warren, why you be missing from work so much? And I was like, do you know there's places you could get paid to take care of a sandwich more than you get paid to take care of a child?
Yeah.
Like, come on. I mean, now granted, I'm not going to sit up here and say, that's what I'm getting paid now. But like I'm saying, I have said that sentence.
Yeah, dude.
In my time in childcare.
I've worked. I remember one job I had, and I first started. I mean, and then even far into the job, I was not even making that much.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, man, like you get a book a commercial, and it's like, dude, I made in one day probably 3 times a check in like a week or 2 weeks or whatever.
Please don't even get me started on entertainment.
Yeah,
bro. Never mind. Go ahead.
But yeah.
But we've been given opportunities, and I know you know this.
Yeah.
But we've been given opportunities where like, what your whole day you beat your whole day worth of work.
Yeah.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a really quick thing on that. I did a small little improv lesson for everybody at Blue Cross Blue Shield, and I really didn't think about how much I was actually making per hour.
Yeah.
But we really only did an hour show. I'll just open up and just say what I made, because it is something to think about, especially when you're going into this field. There are a lot of fears, and there are a lot of pros and cons to this side. But I made $578 per hour, and that was just literally going up and doing some improv. And the funny bit about that is that I had a script, right? And when I got the script, I got the wrong script. So literally I went in there, improv'd it, but I did the best improv, killed the whole entire thing, but also taught these people how to interact with patients, especially irate patients, in the improv kind of mindset. So I get that. I mean, I never thought I'd make that much money in my whole entire life until I actually got into this field.
Now see, and I know we way off the subject, but
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine, because now you done opened up another can of worms. I was teaching a class at a certain theater, and I was explaining there, and they said it was something that happened where they was like, well, you guys don't make a lot of money in improv, and I couldn't help myself, because I was like, wait, who told you that? And it was like every teacher that we have. I'm like, that's what they telling you? Look, man.
That's why the teachers here.
Oh boy! Hey, all I'm gonna say, look.
I mean, shout out to them. But they say those who can't.
You keep digging, man. You keep digging.
Dude,
No, just kidding.
I was trying to tell a heartwarming story about following your dreams. Hey, look, if you are an aspiring improviser, please follow your dreams.
Yeah.
I will not sit up here and say that, you're going to end up doing the type of stuff that a lot of people do and a lot of people obviously don't get to do. But I'm telling you, don't go in there beating yourself up. Don't go into this field saying, oh, well, I guess I'm going to be a bum now. That's not necessarily the outcome. we know so many people that
know
do
so
have
Yeah.
done so much.
Look at Chris Red. I did so
I mean,
many shows
yeah.
with Chris
I mean,
Red.
you got him too. I mean, I wasn't even talking about. I'm talking about the people who
Yeah.
you don't see.
Right.
You know what I mean? Working, like, man. Here, I mean, this is, and I swear I don't want to put my business in the street.
Yeah.
But I work in, child care. I take care of children. I never would have gotten that without improv.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah.
And and I'm not about to say that that's the best field or whatever, but I'm telling you, the other day I was in a meeting and I was like, God, I love this.
And I'll say, because right now in my whole entire life right now, I know that in my heart of heart, going into improv, I was pushed into it. But now I know for a fact that I want to own my own theater. I have a new passion that's probably been festering in me for a long time, and it came out because I did improv. But I know I want, as soon as I can, I'm owning my own theater at one point, because it's the most fun.
Yeah.
It's a good responsibility to have. It's a good opportunity to have, and on top of it, you learn a lot, you meet a lot of new people, and not even just the money, but just the fact that you have like this whole entire community that you didn't think you would even have going into it. But yeah, man,
I would like to open my own theater.
Yeah.
Not just improv, but like a theater, a theater,
space.
and then it's have theater stuff there, and then when it's not season, you have improv or teach stuff,
Yeah.
But
you were in that. Oh no, you actually weren't. All right, keep going.
Oh,
no, because there was a thing we did for the Renaissance. They were doing the. It was what is it called, the Renaissance Fair or whatever, and there was like a preliminary, like, okay, let's we're gonna let you in this thing. There's no improv, you cannot do improv, and so we were like, oh, we wrote a piece, and they were and this was at the time when Blackout was pretty popular, and they were like, oh, well, we want to see your the piece you're doing, and, is it comedy? He's like, oh, it's dark comedy. And myself and Sherman and Darwin got our ignorant asses up there and improvised the whole scene about the older brother coming from college, the cool older brother, and then the nerdy little brother who was there. And it was the coming of age of the father accepting the nerdy little brother. We did a whole piece. And the guy in charge of it said, okay, I know there was a little bit of improv in there.
Yeah.
Oh, keep it going. Jesus.
That is dope. That's
yeah,
dope.
it was great. It was awesome. Totally fooled him. All right, let's go.
All right. Well, if you do decide to go to Trader Joe's, one of your responsibilities is working on teams to accomplish goals, operating cash register in a fun and efficient manner. Huh? You're like, hey, my money. Bagging groceries with care. Stocking shelves, creating signage to inform and delight customers, helping customers find their favorite products. You'll learn a lot. You won't be stuck doing the same task here every day. Every crew member contributes to creating a wow customer experience and participating in all aspects of the job. So if you have a passion for that, Indeed.com, Trader Joe's. So
a lot of skills in that too. So a lot of skills. I used to work for Kmart, and I got a lot of skills out of that. Yeah, working.
Wow, Kmart, they're still around?
No, this is a long time ago. This is like right. I think I was still in high school. I think I was a senior.
Okay.
Yeah.
My cousin used to. Oh, I'm not gonna read them out.
Oh.
I used to bag groceries at Treasure Island, and one time this woman came in and she had a cart, and I said, "Ma'am, do you want me to put bags in your cart, or do you want it without the cart, without the bags? That's raw dog."
She laughed.
That woman looked right at me in my face and said, "Well then, I wanted raw dog."
Did she really?
Yeah, the woman at the cashier, after she left, the cashier was like, "What did you say to her?" And I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." She's like, "She says she wants it raw dog at my register." You were the only one talking to her. Why does she want it raw dog? So yeah, you could have those type of experiences at Treasure Island.
So their catch phrase says, if you have a passion for people and a fever, is that how you pronounce that? F-E-V-O-R?
Fever.
A fever for food. We'd love to meet you. We can teach you the rest. So if you love food and you like people,
I don't even see how that's a hook.
Like, what is that? I always dog on these people, but I'm sorry. It's like, what kind of hook is that? Like, man, like why can't you say hey, if you like being social and stocking shows for.
If you're human, come on by.
If you're human and you like to eat, you need nourishment. You just come on by.
We'll teach you the rest.
We'll teach you the rest.
All right, that'll do it for the Hakaman hookup, where we salute essential workers giving us our essential needs.
I put people on, understand? Streets was happy. Everybody could eat.
Now, these shout outs and salutes aren't just for the baggers at grocery stores who wants to make sure that the customers get it raw dog. Who are they for?
Now, these shout outs and salutes ain't for those customers who are out in the parking lot of an empty lot looking for the blue light special.
Who? Word to Gary Oldman, honorable mention to Wood Harris. When we come back, we're going to go into the ins and outs, relationship advice. We crack open the novel of one of our love lives and realize that raw dog is actually not a bagging terminology.
No.
But before all of that, we're going to go raw dog with some of this music. Ramon, hit him off with the internet raw dogness.
Hey, if you want to hear us on Raw Dog on Facebook, you can see us under Bad Waves Remix. If you want to raw dog it on Instagram, we're in the Bad Waves Comedy. You can watch us right now, raw dog it on YouTube under Bad Waves Radio. You could raw dog it and call us in, but the phone doesn't work. So, but you can leave your comments raw dogly in the comment section on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube. Sorry.
Dogly.
Raw dogly.
Oh, come on and get it raw dog with the bastards. You are listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. Once again, we are going to get the Blinky.
Back then, when you had so much to say, spinning in circles and counting to 10, didn't want to give too much away. Didn't wanna, falling for a moment. Will I ever see you again? Will I ever see you again? You found me in a song somehow. Are you with me every day? Share it with me. Share it with me. I wanna make it with you. 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 Traveling back through years, all these moments in our memory. Are you running through my head again? Words kept me warm so many nights. Your love like a little blue light. Don't wanna burn, you're already so gone. Am I running in your mind so wrong? Am I keeping you out in the cold? Too many wrong turns, baby, come home. The truth hurts, but you feel it you're getting too lonely. Wanna make it right, make it right.
What's up? This is Seattle's Anthony Danza, and you listening to Bad Waves on Q4 Radio. We got plays to make.
I can get you anything you want. Black, Japanese, papooses, El Salvador, that MS-13. Take a flight down to Boston, they got them good baked beans. Down south, get you some cornbread and greens. What about that Texas toast? Come down, get a loaf. Mexico, them street tacos, appreciate the very most. Twerking with some gumbo like the old CMB. Ethiopian crab cakes up in the DMV. What a croissant Paris, tell you what that crepe like. Bay Area's finest, I know what that tastes like. Chicago to Omaha, tell them what that steak like. Dessert in every city now, tell them what that cake like. Plate from the Caribbean, I like mine spicy. Russia got that vodka water, it gets icy. Appetite for this life, I know it could seem like we doing too much of a good thing. All around the world, pouring the champagne, Anthony Bourdain, back on this airplane when you know it's a sure thing. All around the world, pouring the champagne, Anthony Bourdain, back on this airplane when you know it's a sure thing. I remember putting ceviche in my mouthpiece. Waking up the next morning doing breakfast down on South Beach. Yo, I'm at the deli out in Brooklyn. Let's go get lunch. Sundays in ATL, shawty, that's big brunch. I'm at Toshi's for the teriyaki. Seattle just depends on how you like your coffee. Touchdown, get a peek, route these spices in the Middle East. We out in Kingston for the oxtail, you know we gon' have a feast. When I'm feeling lucky, Las Vegas is the buffet. Islands with the plate lunch, and with lunch the poke. Even in the airport, eat and run. Them oyster bars in Vancouver, yeah, that's probably how I had my son. I'm down with the Spanish rice, ramen and the curry. Everything wet, that's word to the chimichurri. Appetite for this life, I know it could seem like we doing too much of a good thing. All around the world, pouring the champagne, Anthony Bourdain, back on this airplane when you know it's a sure thing. All around the world, pouring the champagne, Anthony Bourdain, back on this airplane when you know it's a sure thing.
You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM, Q4.org. Beloved gang, baby.
La música de Harry Frank.
If you ain't up on things, Itchy mobbing in the slang and beloved's the yang. And before we move any further, I gotta tell you what you just heard. So does Ramon. Make him work too.
Yeah.
So we kicked the romance block off, is what I like to call it, with Heather Nation, Pool of Mystery. Shout out to Heather Nation. We've been messing with Heather Nation for a minute. She's actually one of the first, she's in that group of people that was one of the first independent artists that was nice enough to rock with us, let us platform her music. And she's also a real one, you know what I mean? When she pulled up to the city, she hooked me up with a little drink. And we was talking a little Shizzler Daniels. So shout out to Heather Nation.
My man.
Ramon, what you got?
I finished off with Anthony Danza featuring Kelly Iris. Anthony Bourdain.
Sipping the champagne. back on this airplane where you know it's a short thing.
thing.
Bro, dude, Anthony Danza be putting in work. I'm telling you. I know we trying to plan this trip for this one demonstration to go hang out with one of the artists, and it makes sense. It's cinematic how we gonna go hang out with this one artist. But the next person we go out of town to go see, we gotta go see him.
Yeah, Anthony Danza could get a job at Trader Joe's.
Well, that song is all about food.
He has a favor for food, and he likes people.
All right, so let's get this get the thing cracking. This is the ins and outs relationship advice. This is the part where we crack open one of our love lives. Take questions from Ramon's collective of friends, the Turtle Club, who is a lovely group of people who are nice enough to send questions, as well as from the chat, which sometimes is bussing and sometimes it is busted out, busted. But we got Sean Chantel in there who normally can throw us a curveball. Last week he threw us a question that could be looked at as misogynistic, but yet somehow from the views of how we took it, it meant the heart of the question was, why are we not experiencing more togetherness? So don't judge a book by its cover, because outside on the cover, it could be a book written by Einstein. You open that bad boy up, and it's a Playboy.
Yeah, buddy.
That's right. Ramon, what's the first question, Daddy?
All right. Why is it when women are mad, they are always withholding sex in their, I guess, in a relationship?
I mean, come on, man. That's like your punishment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that and I can't say. See, that's the thing. I can't. We're not speaking for everybody.
Yeah, disclaimer.
But a lot of relationships, the woman can go without the sex more so than the man can. Now that's not how my relationships work. Yeah, because I've tried that, and somebody gave me the coldest threat I've ever heard in my life. And I instantly dropped my drawers. I was like, all right, you know what? You right, baby. Here you go. Nico?
So I can't say for everybody either. But make sure I say this correctly, because I don't really know what women are thinking. So I can't say that. But I just to piggyback off of you, I believe that women hold sex a little bit. Some women hold sex a little bit more on the emotional side of things. So if you're mad at somebody, are you really? Can I say horny?
Yes, you can.
Are you really horny if you're upset at somebody? So I can kind of see that. I think in some people's views, you're not supposed to use sex as a weapon, or as a punishment, to withhold it. But I just for knowing some people who say, hey, if I'm mad at somebody, why would I have sex with them? But I can't say that for all women. I don't know, but I mean every man does have a hand.
Yeah.
So.
It's not the same, Daddy.
It's a remedy.
It's a remedy. It's an old remedy. Ramon, what you got?
I kind of agree. I think it's like when in the movies you see, which I always find bizarre, is like when they see the movie and something bad happens, and then they start kissing each other and then have sex, or like it's the end of the world. Yeah. Like who would be in the mood to have sex? Like, get off me! The world's about to end. Like
are you serious?
Would you stop if there's like people shooting at you and then the bomb's about to fall? You think you're thinking about sex? I think
yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
I would be trying, like, let me get out of here to find somewhere I can go.
Hey, if it's easy and it's the last thing I can do, I think I would.
Now, okay, if there was an option to say, okay, you're gonna have 10 minutes apiece, and that's the last thing you're gonna be able to do, then I'd be like, all right, come on. But like, people are shooting at me, zombies are coming. Like, I'm thinking about, oh, you know what?
So
take off your clothes,
so
baby.
are you okay? So you're talking about that type of situation, not like if a meteor struck the Earth.
Oh no! But you got time. You have time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about like when you know, like
in war.
Yeah, war. And they're like, I love you, and they start kissing, and everything slows down. You know, like what happens to the people that were shooting 2 seconds ago? Like they stop to watch you have sex. They're standing back going, yeah.
Wait a minute. Let's stop the war.
They're having sex. Let's give them some seconds. But yeah, I do agree that you know, if you know, a woman's probably mad, she's probably not in the mood to have sex.
mood, yeah.
So I don't think it's. Some women may do it on purpose, like I'm gonna show you, but I don't think a lot of them do it with that intention. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna hold it from you so you can, you know.
Yeah, I don't think. Maybe we'll just say for the sake of things, 30-70.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you'd be like, yeah, well, go ahead, hold it.
Well, as Nico said, every man has a hand.
Every man has a hand. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Go in the bathroom, come out. Yep. All right, we call the boys.
Oh my God! You already done shot the boys out. So go ahead to the next one.
All right. Do you feel the need to know your significant other's phone password?
Negative. No.
Yeah.
No. How about you, Nico?
I think in any relationship, I think if you don't have trust, you really don't have anything. And if you feel like you need to have their password, I think at that point you're just treating them like a child, you know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you are really that insecure, then maybe you shouldn't be in that relationship in the first place. But you also might be just controlling. Can I say a-hole?
You can say a-hole.
Yeah. You're just controlling the a-hole
Yeah.
at that point. So. Just get the heck up out of that relationship. It doesn't make any sense to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you need it either. But you know, if you like you said, if you have a relationship that there's trust and stuff, you don't even ask for it. Like she'll probably give it. Like, you know, open my phone. I don't know the password. Yep. Oh, it's your birthday. I'm like, okay. And there's no worry.
Yeah, I've definitely been in relationships where we not remembered each other's password.
Yeah.
But definitely have been like, oh, can you look up the thing while I'm in the shower? Oh, what's your password? And then you just say, oh, right, this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. And it is, I don't know. I've only been in maybe one or two relationships where it was like phone issues. You know what I mean? Where somebody saw something. And even then, it was like nothing. Like that one girl who I always reference her, who I was in the longest relationship with. She saw that somebody said, a young lady said, "I love you," in my phone. And so I was a young lady, and I told her, I was like, "Yo, bro, scroll up or scroll down or whatever. Like, scroll up, so see how we got there."
Yeah.
Which was, hey, can I take you, me and my boyfriend want to take you and her out for a dinner for the favor that you did for us. And I said, oh, absolutely, what's going down? And she's like, great, I love you. And then even then she was like, so what?
Yeah, I think that happens a lot. Like they read. I think, and then when you read text, you kind of interpret it in your own way.
Exactly.
You know, so you don't like. Let's scroll up a little bit. You can hear like, you know. All right. Well, anyway, let's keep going. Do you tell your that's not, tell your partner how much you make? That's not.
Depends. It really depends. I've been in a relationship one time, and she would just tell me what her check was.
Yeah. If we're married, I guess you could, right? But if you're in dating,
you don't have to.
You don't have to.
But her and I had a type of relationship where it's like, she's like, oh man, I made blah 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 this week. That's crazy. We should go to whatever. And I'm like, oh well, hey man, I made this, that, and the third this week. We should go. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It was never really an issue. So that's definitely. I hate saying it depends, but it's definitely one of those. It depends.
I think it's if you're not married, I think it's a bad idea just to talk about how much you actually make. Yeah, I think for any relationship, I think it doesn't really matter, right? If you're a grown adult, you got your stuff together. Why does it matter?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, what you got?
Give examples of what to do to make it up with your partner. I guess like if you get in an argument with your significant other and how you make it up.
Nico?
I think it all depends on what you're making up. Like, did you cheat or did you just have did you say argument?
Yeah, I mean, I threw argument in there. Just this says give an example of what to do to make it up with your partner.
I think. I mean, it's kind of cliche to give gifts, right? But I think maybe taking them out for a day and pampering them, and I think spending $150. I think that's reasonable enough. As long as the activity that you guys have is memorable, I think that's fine.
I think an apology.
No. You get money. You get money.
Walk in the room, throw some money. There you go.
My bad.
Yeah, somebody said offer money and sex, and then somebody said money.
That one sexual thing that she was asking about, just keep doing it over and over again.
Yeah.
That one thing where she, she was like, "Could you please lick and then stick and then and then grab my all at the same time?" And normally you wouldn't do it because it's like, oh man, there's so much stuff.
Yeah.
And then just all of a sudden you just put like you had to do it all the time. Yeah, that's probably what I have done. All right, keep going.
All right. What type of boundaries, not sex related, do you have in your relationship? Like, do you use profanity or name calling when arguing?
That's a good thing to try to institute, actually.
Yeah. To not call somebody, like put boundaries that not to go.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Like no name calling. No name calling is a great idea. But boundaries, the boundaries I've definitely put on, and this has happened, and those of us who have heard this ignorance before, I definitely don't like getting hit. Like, and because getting hit and then using the excuse of you're a man.
Right.
So what? I don't know. We do not hit me, regardless of how much smaller or you are than I am, or how much I'm of a woman. Blah blah blah. Do not hit me.
Right.
I'm not saying. As I told you, I've been socked before a couple times. The last time I straight up ate it. Bow, and I looked right at it and said, "You're crazy," and walked off. But like, who knows if that's always gonna be? You know what I mean? You never know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I'm Johnny Stoic. You know what I mean? But
Right.
like I can take all of your punches unfazed. No, but I'm
Right.
saying it's like we're all human. Who knows?
Yeah.
If I actually just take you and fling your ass across the room somewhere, and then you accidentally land, you miss the bed, and then your head lands against the doorknob. All of a sudden, I'm
clean
Floyd.
I gotta clean up all his blood.
Yeah, I'm Javante
bury
Davis.
the body.
Oh wow!
I gotta chop it up, put it down in the food
Don't go
processor.
that far. All right, Nico.
So I think, and I'll keep this short. I think sometimes when it comes down to fighting, when anything, especially in war, if you give somebody a weapon, do you not think they're going to use it against you? So maybe not tell them a lot of personal things that they can use against you later on. I think in personal experience, I know for a fact that I've said things that kind of alluded to, you can use this later too as a weapon, but most of the stuff I did, I should have never done it, but I did use it as a test to see if they'll do that to me, which it wasn't true, but I wanted to see if they would, and they sure enough did.
Yeah.
So just make sure that sometimes when people use things against you, you're literally the one that gave it to them.
Just tell them, I hate when I argue. I hate when I argue with people. They give me money for some reason.
I already knew that was about to be a bit. I just knew. I already knew. I started laughing already. Like, here we go. All right. Bro, we are so over time.
All right, I have another question from the Turk, but I'll save it for next week.
Please don't forget it.
I'm gonna copy it because she said, "Ask my question," but I'll wait for next week. Let's go to Sean because we're gonna have to say some of Sean's too, right?
Yeah,
Let's see.
Sean, if you're still out there, man, cut and paste and save.
Yeah.
Because you just unloaded for some reason.
Yeah.
Pause.
Okay, here we go. When dating, would mandatory paternity tests help or hurt women in society? Yes or no, and why?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
When dating, would mandatory paternity tests help or hurt women in society? Yes or no, and why? I guess like if she gets pregnant while you're dating and then a mandatory paternity test.
Here's my thing about this particular question,
Mm-hmm.
because this one it could go either or. Like it could easily help them, because it's like, oh, you thought that you thought that Lil Pookie got you pregnant, but turns out Lil Nuki got you pregnant. Lil Nuki got way more money. Or vice versa, you thought it was the one with the money, and it turns out it wasn't the one with the money. Or it could be one of those situations where you could just be like emotional and go crazy because like a Maury show thing,
right?
You know what I mean? Like, so this is man, this is peaches of lunch meat. Like, you don't know.
Well, let's take a step back, right, and not put the two parents in there and put the child in there. Shouldn't the child above all be the one to know who their actual parents are? So I think on that aspect, let's not be in too much of our feelings and worry about the child. So that's all I gotta say.
So would it help or hurt, ladies?
I wouldn't say it should really. I wouldn't say it really shouldn't matter. I mean, if you I don't know. I would stay out. I would stay out of that. I think I'm just thinking about the child. I'm gonna stay out of that.
I mean, unfortunately, here's the thing. Because now, as I say it out loud and watch Ramon not pay attention.
No, I'm saving the question so I won't forget.
I feel like if you again, it could go any way. But now, as I think about it, if you look at some of these situations, you know, like a Brittany Renner or, you know, I mean, like those are the situations that we see in the media.
Mm-hmm.
But imagine the things that we don't see behind closed doors. Like how many young ladies have quote unquote trapped somebody?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I mean, and vice versa, how many dudes have trapped somebody?
Yeah.
But I can easily see how this would hurt women in society if it's mandatory.
Yeah, if it's mandatory, I don't think it should be mandatory, but I think it should be.
I mean, I don't mind mandatory.
It should be like I don't think, because I think they'll feel like, oh, you're invading my, you know, whatever.
That's
but I think
also how it could hurt.
But I think you know the person you're with.
You're supposed to.
You're supposed to. But, you know, 9 out of 10, you know what you're with, you know, and so like. If you meet somebody who you know that you know their personality, you know how they are, it kind of goes with the territory. But sometimes you meet people who you kind of, there's some flags in there, but you choose to ignore them. And then when things happen, you're like, oh, why did, you know, but it's like, yeah, you kind of knew. Like I've been in relationships where I can see after it happens, oh, okay, that I knew what it was, but I chose to ignore it.
Has anybody ever hit you with the fake pregnancy? Say it was yours.
No.
No?
No.
Okay, great. He's spoken like a man that's never been through it before. I have been hit with a fake pregnancy before. So again,
but I guarantee you when you got into that relationship, there was something there that you knew, but maybe chose to ignore.
Definitely.
That you know.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But like, so again, as I speak through it, I think it would hurt a lot of women in society.
It would definitely benefit the guys a lot if it was something
I think it would hurt. Yeah, I think it would hurt more women in society than help them.
Yeah.
Because again, certain things are predicated. A lot of people. Now, I'm not saying all women, of course, but there are a lot of women who predicate their pregnancy or want to, let's say, push off a lot of stuff on men.
Yeah.
Over this pregnancy. Because it's not women that are going to prison for child support.
Right.
It's men that are getting their whole lives ruined.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, sometimes I'm not going to say a lot of times. I mean, what the hell do I know about statistics?
Right.
But like sometimes you'll see that kid was never theirs.
Yeah. But if it is yours, I definitely say men should take care
of
their kids. You know, like they should, you know, I think a even not even just economically, but you try to be present in that person's life.
Of course.
Just to like, you know.
I definitely feel that. I was raised by my father. Like, you know, I mean, like, come on, let's.
I've seen it in the eyes of court. They do say that the male does have a right to know, especially if they're gonna have to pay child support.
Yeah.
They do have a right to know, and just like the situation you said, like there's a lot of men who've been put in jail for a child they thought that were theirs for a very long time, and come to find out it wasn't there, and they spent all that time in prison, but yet nothing happened to the mother who technically put them in prison, put them in that situation.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
She got her free money, ruined his life, and now off to the other one.
And if you have child support, be reasonable. You know, I mean, and this probably only happens around people who have money, where they I'm used to this lifestyle, and they getting paid $50,000 a month for, you know, that child is not going to use $50,000. So be reasonable.
Right.
Like I'll give you money, but be reasonable. Don't ask me for something ridiculous that for you.
Also, this is not off the subject, kind of on. What are you talking about? Sean talking something. Y'all gave 6 questions and never consistent. There was a consistent answer. Yeah, Giacomo, which is it is going to hurt. That would hurt women in the long run, especially those who are trying to get a quick baby grab bag.
Oh no, I think he's talking about we gave the Turtle Club 6 questions.
Y'all gave them,
and then they're never consistent.
Okay. Oh, I don't know, man.
Well, I mean,
I don't know. I low key. We just spent some time and running over.
Yeah, we ran
answering your question. Yeah. And I just thought about my life. Where it's like,
Yeah.
I'm playing with my life trying to answer your question, and it ain't good enough for you.
All right, so let's go to his next one. When dating, do women strive to be independent while also being taken care of?
Nico?
Let me read it again. When dating, do women strive to be independent while also being taken care of?
Honestly, on some realness, Nico, if you don't want to answer this, I'll just do it because I low-key just look at the time and I don't have that type of time.
I'm so sorry.
So
I would just say then, really quick, I think women are a lot smarter than men, and I think women strive for security. And I think if you are still taken care of, you're still trying to take care of yourself if that person isn't there anymore. So
right.
I would say yeah. I would say they're smart enough to know that they need to make sure they have some income after the fact.
Oh, that was really. You was watching. We was walking on hot coal.
I say I think they should strive to be independent while also being taken care of. Like I wouldn't want a woman who would just want me to sit there and not do anything. I would rather her go after her own ambitions and her dreams. Like I don't want to crush her dreams or like tell her go in the kitchen and wash the dishes and walk barefoot while you're pregnant. Like
you ever dated a rich woman that paid for everything and taking care of you?
No, not rich, but maybe like somebody who had some money and would take care of me.
Okay, spoken like somebody who haven't had it like I had it. So I'm gonna tell you something.
But it didn't stop. Did it stop you from doing what you wanted to do?
Not at all.
Exactly.
No, it didn't. It didn't. But what I'm saying is, a lot of times, and the cool thing about what you said is, yes, we do want our women to still have something or go do something or whatever that would have you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I also understand from the standpoint of not wanting to, so that, taking care of her, you want to be the man,
right,
or whatever would have you. I get that. But also in the same token, it's just like, there are a lot of women who have the money, have the means, and what they would rather do is make sure to, I don't want to say deplete you, but like they gonna lean on you either way.
Yeah.
I mean, not all of them, but like again, I've dated some boss babes who don't want to talk, who don't want to touch their boss bank account, regardless of what I'm making. You know what I mean? Like no, you pay, but baby, you make more than me. It don't matter.
Oh, so that's right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing: I don't like if you want to be independent, don't be independent in the sense of I don't need you type of independent. Like don't strive for that. Like, oh, I don't need you. And type of like if we're in a relationship, this is a relationship. We're partners. Mm-hmm. We're doing this together, and you follow your dreams also and do your things too. But don't be like, I'm an independent woman. I don't need and like.
Well, honestly, and once again, we've got a little off track. To answer this question, I say yes, that's a thing. There's a lot of women who make great money and still do not want to pay 50-50, which again, I'm not saying, and make sure that y'all hear this right, because a lot of people like to hear whatever they want. We're not saying that you're wrong for that. We received a question, and what's our standpoint, and what have we seen?
Yeah.
And speaking from our standpoint, at least definitely from mine, I've dated a lot of women that have done good for themselves and do good for themselves, but still, if we are on a date, will not crack open a purse and or wallet. On the other side of that coin, I've dated plenty of women that won't let me crack open my purse or wallet. So like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, it's just, it is what it is. There are a lot of women who do, and I definitely believe it's more on the side of it's a bunch of independent women who still want you to have your own.
Yeah.
And nobody's saying that that's wrong or right. We're just saying that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So before you go back and try to clip this mess.
All right. We have time for one more, or are we?
Man, we are over time, man. Like, I'm trying to stay on task.
Right.
I told you, like last week, I told you I was like, that's the last week we doing this. All right.
Well, Sean, save those two questions for next week.
Yeah.
Because they're good questions.
I'm sure they are, man. But Sean, say those questions, okay? Okay, I got people to answer to. You, Sean, you do what you get to do whatever you want. Okay, you a real boss bae. Okay, me personally, I'm just a boss baby. All right, we're gonna keep this party going. That'll do it for the ins and outs. Relationship advice, where we crack open the novel of one of our love lives and realize for the first time in months, regardless of how we transitioned out of that, I do not care. So we're gonna go around the table for these final thoughts and outros. Ramon?
This is your Brain on Beer comedy show. Will be January 27th, Saturday, January 27th, 8 p.m. at Midwest Coast Brewery, 2137 West Walnut Street. Get your tickets at MrMrsSmithComedy.com, or you can go to Eventbrite and get your tickets also. But I'd rather you go to the website so you can check the stuff out, right?
Right.
And bundle up. It's gonna be cold this weekend, supposedly. They said snow. I gotta get the bread and milk.
I love the fact that this is an international radio show, and you're like, man, Chicago, we only care about y'all.
Oh, yeah. Well, I only talk from my experience. I'm gonna tell you, hey, you out there, have you ever been snowed on? No? Well, then you don't know what I'm talking about.
I messed up the camera angle so bad. Oh, man, that was hilarious. All right, Nico, what you got?
You mind if I plug them real quick?
That's the final thoughts and plugs.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hey, please check me out, Nico Patterson on TikTok. That's a growing platform of mine. I'm very proud of it now. And then on top of that, final thoughts is I'm very proud of y'all, man. I mean, y'all been doing this for a long time. I'm glad to be a part of this. I'm glad to be a regular, come on here because it's really fun. And on top of that, I need to get back into this anyway because it's been way too long.
Yeah. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. And of course, like if as we always say to any guest, whenever you want to come back, you let us know. You know what I mean, regardless of how much or how little.
Yeah.
Especially you because you go way back.
Yeah.
But man, lightweight low key, we normally only have people that go way back.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, we'll put a new person in, but you like most of the people that we normally have, especially like from the comedy scene.
Yeah.
You talking about over a decade.
Yeah.
All right. Now that we have revealed that we are actually older than we look, buy my book. It's at my website, phoenixtown.com, PHYNIXTOWN.com. It's called Bound by Loyalty. If you don't want to buy that stupid book, that is just fine. Look at the pictures and ignorant videos. I've been saying this for like a month and change. My fitness blog will be back up. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I get right on that. So my final thought of the day comes from, and it's doesn't necessarily come from him, but it's Cat Williams. I saw Cat Williams saying this, and I'm pretty sure I've said this before as well. Hey, live every day like it's your last. And when I say that, I mean like, try your best to appreciate everything around you. Not only appreciate, but try your best to make others around you appreciate their environment as well. Someone once said to me, I always know when you're not here. And I said, well, what are you talking about? How you know when I'm not here? Some days I don't even see you. She's like, nah, but people be running around giggling like they little kids or something. And I say, well, how you think that got something to do with me? She said, because when you ain't around, ain't nobody giggling. But low-key, I thought about what she said because I do low-key be running around with everybody and going and hitting people off with like, hey, did you say that? So I really appreciate you saying that, young lady, and that I'm not going to put your business in the street. But with that being said, our final song of the day comes from Bass Race.
Oh.
Shout out to Laura Bennick. Laura Bennick says she's going to send me some vinyl. I said I'm not taking it unless it's signed. So shout out to Bass Race, a wonderful group, a sensational, like you might like this. We're going to see what you think. But I really enjoyed their work, and I'm very happy that we stumbled upon them. Shout out to Brad Kemp for pulling our coattail to Laura Bennick, who's the lead singer of Bass Race. And this song is called Strange Days. You have been... Wait, Strange Dream.
Oh, I'm going to say, same like the Bobby Lees.
I know, this is called Strange Dream. You have been listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4 Radio, that's Q4.org. For the last time today, with Strange Dream, Bass Race will be the one to break your law.
Face at my window, I move close.
It's called the after party is what we do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is our broadcast. I am so sorry to try to rush off of that last bit, but I got to go take care of people's children.
Sean Chantel is hurt.
Well, I'm sorry, Sean. Unfortunately, I don't want to be homeless. I'd like to have money to buy food, and I don't know.
Wait, you like food?
Yeah, you know what? Treasure Island.
Trader Joe's.
Yeah, no, I got to
Kmart.
Kmart. No, I definitely got to get my ass up out of here. I hate. Out of here. I just got to. Sean, I'm sorry. It's not enough for you. No, but all jokes aside, thank you, Sean, for sending in questions.
Yeah.
Keeping the chat live.
Shout out to the Turtle Club.
Shout out to the Turtle Club. Of course, shout out to Nico for coming in. Hopefully, we can get some more of Brother Patterson up in the spit out. If you're down and winning. Also, shout out to everybody's music who we played, and shout out to everybody who allowed us to play their music. Shout out to YouTube for that copyright strike from last week from an artist by an artist that you never would have guessed who it was, and I'm not gonna say it. Not snitching. But we literally have relationships with all these artists, personal relationships, and attempt to keep them going. So, to create a community and whatnot. And the wildest thing happened was we got a copyright strike by one of these artists. Wow. And we were messaging about it, but the artist wasn't familiar, didn't know that it was happening because again, we have a relationship with them. So he's like, "Oh man, what the fuck is going on with this last broadcast? This broadcast ain't out. What the fuck going on?" And it was just like, I don't know what's going on. And then I went to YouTube, and YouTube was like, copyright. Like, then I was like, yo, my man.
Did you get it appealed?
Huh?
Did you get it?
Oh yeah. No, well, what ended up happening was we just they allowed me to mute that person's song.
Okay.
But yeah, it was like, damn.
Is he gone? Is Frank is gone? Oh.
He's
Yo, shout out to G Mills, Chore Boy, Raw Leaf, DJ Manifest, Sully Green, Savant, Hema Donji, aka the Cocky Singer, Hitman Rock, Reliant Tom, Nova Sport, Heather Nation, Anthony Danza featuring Kelly Iris, and of course Bass Race who closed this out. Shout out to all these artists for allowing us to platform their music. With that being said, we have to go. This is seeing that video like get struck really messed with me because sometimes I be complaining about the views and stuff. I'm like, oh well, guess what? Shout out to everybody, those who watched that, those few people who watched it. Thank you for you. And then I saw that it wasn't going, that it wasn't gonna go up at all, and I was like, no, no, I don't give a damn if no one watching can at least go up.
And I usually watch the episodes like. I try to watch episodes like right after, or and I for some reason I didn't watch this one, and I didn't even know it was down.
Yep, sure was. But now it's up. All right. With that being said, we're gonna get out of here. Ramon. Oh wait, Nico, do you have something else to add? Or no?
Hey, I appreciate you having me on here. I'll be back. I'll say what I have to say next time.
All right. With that being said, y'all, we're out of here. Ramon, you know how to say goodbye to these people.